I sure? Is it audible? Yes, one second. Let me get a confirmation. Then we will start off. Hello, welcome back to the video. So today we will be discussing MTP 1 of CA Foundation Quantitative Aptitude. So it's been a while because I was not well for some time. That's why I couldn't come live for this solving. So tomorrow we will be solving MTP 2. Today we will be solving this. Okay everyone, let's start off. I hope that your preparation is going very well. You are preparing well for your May 2026 attempt. Hope that everyone whoever is writing the examination will clear quantitative aptitude with very good marks. Okay. Hi Bhuvana, hi Srinivas, Mahalakshmi, Musamil, Sundar, everyone. Vanakkam, namaskaram, everyone. Well and good evening. Let's start off with the first question. The first question is this: if 4 raised to 3 into root of 2 raised to n is equal to 2 raised to n. Actually, if they want us to write everything in terms of 2, that's why in LHS and in RHS, 2 power is there, correct? So we need to convert that. For example, 4 can be written as what, people? 2 square the whole cube into root can be written as 2 raised to n divided by 2, correct? Why? Because root n can be written as root of 2 raised to n can be written as root of n raised to 1 by 2. So it is nothing but 2 raised to n. Okay, that is the given thing. From this I can write 2 raised to 6 into 2 raised to n by 2 is equal to 2 raised to n. From this I will use the properties of indices again, and it will be written as 2 raised to 6 plus n by 2, which is equal to 2 raised to n. Now people, the power bases are same, then the power should also be same. That means 6 plus n by 2 is equal to what? N. Okay, the powers are also same. Now you can option hit. Actually, you should have option hit from the first step itself. You could have done using your calculator. That would have been possible. Hi Sailaja, hi everyone, hi, good evening. Now option hit using option B. If you try option B, it will become LHS is how much, people? 6 plus 12 by 2, which is equal to 12. Then RHS is anyway what? 12. So LHS and RHS are equal with which option? Option B is your answer. Very easy, very easy. Yes, everyone, it's a live, not the premiere like the 0 to hero version. I mean, our series is there, right? Not like that. It is a YouTube live itself. If you want to ask something, you can ask. I'm reading it and I'll reply to you. Okay. Then the value of x for the equation x square plus 9x plus 18 is equal to 6 minus 4x. People, will you go and solve the quadratic equation? No, you will option hit and check whichever option is going to give you the answer. Now take, people, option B. Okay. LHS will become what? It will become, first you try x is equal to minus 1. Put x is equal to minus 1, that means minus 1 square, that is nothing but 1 plus 9 into minus 1 plus 18, which is equal to how much now? Minus 1 square will become 1, minus 9 will become how much? Sorry, 9 into minus 1 will become minus 9, then plus 18, so it will become 1 minus 9 plus 18, which is equal to how much? 10. Then RHS will become how much? RHS is equal to 6 minus 4 into minus 1, which is nothing but 6 into 6 plus 4, which is equal to 10. LHS and RHS are all correct in first one. Now try second one. That means LHS is equal to, put x is equal to what, people? X is equal to minus 12. So there also it will be correct, people. So LHS and RHS will be equal in which option? In option B. Okay. I hope that you understood the method for solving this type of question. Next one, another same type of question. Usually it will be very rare to get a same pattern of question 2 times in your examination, okay, or even in an MTP. Now look at this question, people. The solution of the equation p plus 2 into p minus 3 plus p plus 3 into p minus 4, which is equal to p into 2p minus 5. Okay, now people, we need to option hit again. Here also we are going to do what? Option hit. Now try option A itself. Try off. LHS will become what, people? Instead of P, you are going to put what when you are trying option A? That means you are going to put 6. That means 6 plus 2 is how much? 8 into 6 minus 3 is how much? 6 minus 3 is how much? That is 3 itself, plus P into 6 plus 3 is how much? 9 into 6 minus 4 is how much? 2, which is equal to how much, people? 24 plus 18, which is equal to how much? 42. Now try RHS. RHS is equal to how much? 6 into 2 into 6 minus 5, which is equal to how much? 6 into 12 minus 5 is how much? 7, which is nothing but 6 into 7, 42. LHS is equal to RHS with which option, people? With option A itself, which is possible. Got it? Hi Srinivas. Hello, hello. Hi Sundar. Hi Srinidhi. Everyone. Hi, hi, hi. Next question, people. It's a wrong question. Not wrong question. Options are wrong. Okay. So one good thing, okay, one bad thing about our MTPs is that always there will be wrong questions or wrong options in your MTPs. Today one MTP is out, right? There will be some wrong question. It is a usual thing and we are used to it, right? Now look at this question. The denominator of a fraction exceeds the numerator by 7. So denominator exceeds the numerator by how much? By 7. That means denominator is equal to numerator plus 7. Then if 2 is added to the denominator, then the fraction become 3 by 4. We will option hit and I'll show you all the options are wrong also. Okay. Try option hitting. First one, people, we will check whether all the options are denominator is 7 more than numerator. We will check. Look here, 15 plus 7 is how much? 22. That is correct. Now 7 plus 7 is how much? 14. That is also correct. 9 plus 7 is how much? 16. 11 plus 7 is how much? 18. That means all the options are directly correct with respect to the first condition. Now coming to the second condition. If 2 is added to the denominator, the fraction become 3 by 4. People, take your calculator. 3 by 4 is how much? 3 divided by 4 on calculator is how much? 0.75, right? That is your required answer. Now we will check. Denominator is added with 2. Take option A. 15 divided by 22 plus 2 is how much? 24. How much is it, people? Take your calculator. 15 divided by 24, which is equal to 0.625, which is not equal to 0.75. That means option A is wrong. Done. Second option. 7 divided by 14 plus 2 is how much? 16. That is how much? 7 divided by 16, which is equal to 0.4375, which is not equal to 0.75. That means option B is wrong. Now try option C. 9 divided by 18, which will be equal to how much? 0.5. That is option C is wrong. Then 11 divided by 20, which is equal to how much? 0.55. That means option D is wrong. All the options are wrong, people. Actually, it was a previous year question. It came in the previous year. So the answer over there was 27 divided by 34. Okay. That should have been the original fraction. Okay. Keep it in your mind. So from MTP, can we get questions in the main exam? Not from the current MTP. It is very rare to get a question similar to it. Exact questions and all you can't get, but same pattern will be there. The examination pattern will be almost similar to the MTP pattern itself. Yes, 69. Oh, thank you, Charan. Thank you for that. Happy to know that. Thank you, Charan. Yes. Now you are in India, right? Great. Now I'll provide the PDF after the class is done. Okay. Now we can use our shortcut whichever we have used in our marathon or in our regular class. Look here, people. 6 plus root of 6 plus root of 6 plus root of 6 plus root of etc etc. 6 can be written as what, people? 3 into 2. So since the sign is over here is plus, you will take what? Which number will be your answer? The biggest number will be your answer. For example, the question was root of 6 minus root of 6 minus root of 6 minus etc etc etc. That can be written as 3 into 2. You would have taken the smaller number 2 as the answer, but here directly you can take it as 3. Now next question. Log of p square divided by qr. It's looking at here what is happening now. We are using the summation property of logarithm or product rule of logarithm. Look here. What will happen? Log of a plus log of b plus log of c is how much? Log of a into b into c. That means you can write it as log of p square by qr into q square divided by pr into r square divided by pq. Now people, you can say that it can be written as log of p square q square r square divided by q, and q will become q square, r and r will become r square, p and p will become p square. Now you can cancel off things, people. P square, r square, q square, everything got cancelled. Log of 1. People, log of 1 is how much? How much is log of 1? Log of 1 is always what? 0. Option D is your answer. Very good question, very easy answer. Now another question, another repeated PYQ question. A bag contained 25 paise, 10 paise and 5 paise. So what all values are there now? 25 paise is there, then 10 paise is there, then finally what paise is there? 5 paise is there. Then what are they telling? They are telling the ratio is in what? 3:2:1. That is the ratio of the number of 25 paise, 10 paise and 5 paise. Okay. Yes, sir, please explain fifth again. Yes, I can do that. What is happening over here? This is of the form log of A. Log of A plus log of B plus log of C. Log of A plus log of B plus log of C is how much? Log of A into B into C. Instead of A, who is sitting there? P square by QR. Instead of B, who is sitting there? Q square by PR. Then instead of C, R square by QR. That is written over here, right? That means you can write everything together. Then you can cancel off by taking the product. That is Q and Q will become Q square. R and R will become R square. Then P and P will become P square. Cancel each and everything off. Then log 1 will become 0. That's the case. Okay. So figure understood. Next one. Now over here they are telling 25 paise. Their count is 3:2:1. I can say that the number of coins is how much? Number of coins is nothing but 3x, 2x and 1x. 1x is how much? Nothing but x. Now can anyone tell me the value of the coins then? So what is the value of 125 paise coin? That is 0.25. Then what will be the value of 3x number of 25 paise coin? 0.25 into 3x. That is how much? 0.75x. Then what is the value of 110 paise coin? 0.1 rupees. Correct? So it will become 0.1 into 2x will become 0.2x. Then what is the value of 1 5 paise? 0.05 rupees. So 0.05 into x will become what? 0.05x. That is the value of all these things. Then according to the question, the total value is 40. So I can say that total value is how much? There are value of 25 paise coin is how much? 0.75 into x plus 0.2 into x plus 0.05 into x, which is equal to how much? 40. That means in total x is equal to how much? That means add everything up. 0.75 plus 0.2 plus 0.05 will become what? 1. 1 into x is equal to 40, or I can say that x is equal to 40. Now the question is, total value is this much, then the number of 5 paise is how much? People, number of 5 paise as per the question is how much? X. What is the value of x? That is 40. So option C is your answer. I hope that you got it. Next one, another direct option hitting question. If 2 raised to x into 3 raised to y into 5 raised to z is equal to 720, then the value of what the value of x comma y comma z is how much is the question. Directly option hit. RHS is how much over the question? That is 720. Then LHS we will check with first option. That is nothing but 2 raised to 4 into 3 raised to 2 into 5 raised to 1. 2 raised to 4 is nothing but 16 into 9 into 5. How much is it? 16 into 9 into 5, which is nothing but 720, which is equal to your RHS. I told you, right? I was not well. Still, I'm having that issues. Yes, option E is your answer. I hope everyone got this. Can we go for the next question? Next question, it's another easy and a repeated question which was there in multiple attempts. The same type was there in multiple attempts. A man want to cut 3 lengths from the single piece of board of 91 centimeter. That means total how much length is available. In total 91 centimeter length is available. That is the total length available. For example, this is the total length available. My hand is the total length available. The man is going to cut these 3 into 3 different parts he is going to cut. So if I add all the parts together, my hand will be back, right? Just like that. Now look here. Second length is 3 centimeter longer than the shorter. So I am calling the shorter length with S. Then second length, can I call it as some other X? Second length is equal to X. Let it be X. So I will mark X is the second length. X is 3 centimeter longer than the shorter. That means S plus 3. Second length is shorter plus 3. Correct. Then third length, I am using T. Third length to be twice as the shortest. That means 2 into S. That is there, right? Then what do you know? I know that first length plus second length plus the shorter length will give you how much? 91. The total sum should always be how much? 91. So I can say that shorter length plus second length plus third length is equal to how much? 91. Instead of S, I will put S itself because we need to find what shortest piece is how much. Correct? So S plus, instead of X I will write it as S plus 3. Instead of T I will write it as what? 2s, which is equal to 91. From this I can write s plus 2s will how much the 4s plus 3 is equal to 91. From that 4s is equal to 88. S is equal to how much then? 22. Option D is the answer. Yes, MTPs are usually easy. The weightage or the difficulty level of the problems are usually easy from the MTP point of view. A labor can be paid under two methods as given below. This also we have solved in our PYQ series. All these questions we have solved in our PYQ series. So what usually happens is ICA will combine the previous year questions together into MTP. That is a usual thing. Here also it's like that, and some study material questions will also be there. That's the case. Now, a laborer can be paid under two methods given as below. Okay, 600 fixed and 50 per hour and 170 per hour. That is the usual thing. Then, if a laborer work take R hours, okay, R hours is required to complete. Find out the value of R for which the second method gives the labor better wages. Okay, I will write. So here, 600 is a fixed money, right? I will write it as 600 plus. What is 50 per hour? That means if I work for R hours, I need to pay 50 or I will be paid 50 rupees for each hour. So I can write that the total amount I will receive is 600 plus 50 into R or R into 50. In the second case, I can directly write it as 170 into R. That means 170 is the per hour rate I am getting multiplied with the number of hours I am working. So 170 into R is also there. Then what is the given case star for which the method 2 gives the better wages? Method 2 gives better wages means this 170 R should be greater than 600 plus 50 R. That is the case. Now you tell me, take it to the other side. 170 minus 50 will become what? 120 R is greater than 600. Then R is greater than 600 divided by 120, which is nothing but what? R is greater than 5. Now looking at the option, which all values of R is greater than 5? Actually, it should be R over here instead of X. Which all value should be of R is greater than 5? Only one option is there. That is option A is the case. Okay. Done. Next question. A time required to produce a unit of product the time required to produce a unit of product A is 3 hours and that of product B is 5 hours. The total available time is 220 hours. People, do you remember? Time related constraint means it should always be less than or equal to. Why? Because we can't work more than that given hours. That is not permitted. That is the case. Looking at that itself, option B is wrong. Sorry, option A is wrong. Option B is wrong. Option D is wrong. Only one possible answer is there. Option C is the answer. Directly you can go for it. Option C. Next one, people. What must be added to each term of the ratio 49 divided by 68 so that it became 3 by 4? People, 3 by 4. 3 by 4 is how much? Take your calculator. 3 divided by 4 is how much? We already found the answer, right? In one of the previous question. That is nothing but 0.75. Now we will check which option or which particular value should be added to each value so that this entire thing in the ratio will become 0.75. Look here, try option C, which is nothing but 8 I am adding to each value. Okay, that means numerator plus 8 is how much? 49 plus 8 is 57 divided by 68 plus 8 is how much? That is 76. Take your calculator out and check. 57 divided by 76, which is equal to 0.75. So which option is giving you the answer, people? Option C is giving you the answer. If that option is not giving, what will you do? Sit there and cry? No, go for the next option. Next one. Now we are going for chapter 4, the most important one. And I am telling you the pattern, whatever is mentioned here will be exactly the same for your examination. Okay, very direct questions, very easy approach, very always you will get that 14 marks out of it. Future value of annuity, 1000 paid annually for 7 years at an interest rate of 16% compounded annually. They are directly asking for future value of annuity regular. What is the formula? A by I into 1 plus I the whole power n minus 1. Everything is given directly. You can just substitute the values and get the answer. So A is how much over here? 1000 is the annuity. I is how much over here, people? That is 16%. That means 0.16 into 1 plus I will become what? 1.16 the whole power. How many years? N is equal to 7 minus 1. Now if you look here, this entire value is given in the question. So put the values over here. 1000 divided by 0.16 into 2.8262 minus 1. Take your calculator and start solving, people. Get me the answer. 2.8262 minus 1 multiplied by 1000 divided by what? 0.16. How much is the answer you are getting? Option A, 11413.75. Correct answer, Srinidhi. Correct answer, Srinidhi. Option A is your answer. Next one. Assuming that the discount rate is 7% per annum, how much would you pay to receive? Another perpetuity based question. Look here. So 500 growing at 5% annually forever. So forever means 500 divided by receipt amount divided by 7% minus growth rate, which is nothing but what? 5,000 divided by 2%. How much is the answer? 25,000. Take your calculator, you will directly get it. Hello Arsha, hello. Yes, my wife is also there. Then Rajesh deposit 3,000 at the start of each quarter. Start of each quarter means annuity regular or annuity due? Annuity due. Start, beginning, from now, from today, everything will come under what, people? Annuity due. For each quarter in his savings account. If the account earns interest of 5.75% per annum compounded quarterly compounding, how much money, which while he has at the end of 4 years is the question. End of 4 years, how much he is having is the question, people. So since it is annuity due and we are talking about accumulation, how much he is going to get after 4 years, that means we are talking about future value of annuity due. That is nothing but A by I into what, people? 1 plus I the whole power n minus 1 into 1 minus I. Now substitute the values, you will get everything, which is equal to A is how much? 3,000 is the amount which you are investing regularly, divided by I is how much, which is 5.75 divided by how much? 400 you need to do since it is quarterly. 5.75 divided by 400, which is nothing but this value, whatever is over here, that is nothing but what? 0.01375 into 1 plus I the whole power 16 is already given. You can write that value, 1.25, 6, then 54 minus 1, then multiplied with 1 minus I. 1 minus I is how much over here, people? That is nothing but, you can change it and you can click plus 1, which is equal to point how much? 0.985625. That means this much is the case. Okay, into 1, sorry, into not 1 plus I. Mistake. 1 plus I you need to do. That is nothing but 1.014375. Not minus 1, in plus 1. Okay, sorry, not minus I, plus I. Then people substitute everything. Take your calculator. Now do it along with me. You will get the answer. First do this on calculator. 1.25654 minus 1 multiplied with this. That is 1.014375. Then multiplied with 3000. Multiplied with 3000. Then divided with how much? 0.014375. How much is the answer you are getting, people? Final answer is 54,308.6 or 4 you are getting. Correct? Option A is the answer. I hope that you got it. Next one, people. The annual simple interest, a direct question. So we can take it as what? In how much time the principal doubles? Doubles means if 100 is the principal, it should become 200. How much is the interest we got over here? 100. So 100 divided by 12.5. 100 by 12.5 is how much, people? 8 is the answer. Which option is the answer? Option C. Or you can do it like this also. 1 become 2. How much is the simple interest? 1 is the interest. So 1 divided by 12.5 percentage you can do. That way also you will get the same answer, people. Option C is the answer. Next one. 5,000 is paid every year for 10 years to pay off a loan. Loan means what? Whenever loan is involved, you should understand the question is based on what? Present value. Here 5,000 is paid every year means what? A or annuity is how much over here? That is 5,000. For 10 years, N is equal to how much? 10 years. What is the loan amount if the interest rate is 14% per annum? I is also given. Everything is given in right in front of you. You can directly use the GT method. PV is what? Annuity into our GT factor. Okay, everything is there. You can directly go for the GT method. How to do GT method? So first you need to find what? GT factor. How to find GT factor? Type 1.14. 1 plus I is how much? 1.14. You need to type on your calculator. Then click what? Divide. Equal to how many years? 10 times you should click equal to. Then click GT button. Then multiply it with the annuity amount. How much is the annuity amount over here, people? 5,000 is the annuity amount. Everyone can do it along with me and get the answer. 1.14. Then divide equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then click which button? GT button. Then multiply it with what? 5,000. You are getting the answer. How much is the answer? 26080.57 you are getting. Option B is the answer. So can you please throw GT method, sir? Yes, I won't recommend using the other method over here. That's why I solved using the formula itself. Okay. Yes, I'll do another video regarding solving everything just using GT method. All the type of questions. Okay, I'll do another video. Then 800 is invested at the end of each month. End of each month means it is annuity, regular or ordinary annuity itself. Then paying 6% per year. Compounded monthly. What is the future value of annuity after 10th payment? Now people look here, it is compounded monthly. I will become what? 6 divided by 1200. Keep it in your mind. Then n is directly you can take it as 10. Why are we taking it as 10? Because they are asking for after the 10th payment. Now directly go for the approach. What is the formula for future value? Future value is nothing but a by I into 1 plus I the whole power n minus 1, which is equal to, since it is annuity regular, you don't need to multiply it with into 1 plus I. Correct now? A is how much over here, people? A is nothing but 800 annuity amount divided by 0.005. This 6 by 1200 is nothing but what, people? 1200 is equal to 0.005 into 1.005 the whole power 10 minus 1. This and 1.005 the whole power 10 is already given in the question, so you can use it directly itself, which is equal to 800 into 1.055511 minus 1 will become what? 0.0511 divided by what, people? Divided by I value is 0.005. How much are you getting, people? Please do it for me and take your calculator. 800 into 0.0511 divided by what? 0.005, which is equal to 8176. Option D is your answer. I hope that everyone got it. Right answer, Anashura. Everyone good. Next one. Certain sum of money borrowed at simple interest. Another question which we have done multiple times in our all the series. Whatever series we are doing, we are solving the same question again and again. Now, certain sum of money borrowed at simple interest amounts to what? The 2688 in 3 years and to 2784 in 4 years. Then SI rate per annum is how much is the question? People, first of all, we will find SI. SI is nothing but A2 minus A1 divided by T2 minus T1. SI for 1 year. Okay, we are finding that. That is nothing but 2784 minus 2688 divided by T2 is how much? 3. Then T1 is how much? T1 is 3 and T2 is 4. 4 minus 3, which is nothing but 96. You are getting 96. Now, people, we need to find the principal. Principal is nothing but A1 minus T1 into SI for 1 year, which is nothing but 2688 minus 96 into 3, which is equal to how much? 2400. Now you have the principal amount, you have the SI for 1 year, then rate percentage is nothing but SI for 1 year divided by principal into 100, which is nothing but 96 divided by 2400 into 100, which is equal to how much percentage? 4%. Which option is the answer? Option A is your answer. I hope that everyone got it. Next question is the AGR based question, people. Look here. Ravi made a investment of 15,000 in a scheme at the time of maturity. Again it is repeated. Okay. The time of maturity, the amount was 25,000. Too many errors. Errors like this will be there, and it is common in MTP. Don't get panic over that. Okay. If the compound annual growth rate for this investment is 8.88%, calculate approximate number of years which he has invested. The amount is the question. Now, people, we know the formula. 1 plus the AGR percentage, the whole power Tn minus T0 is equal to Vn by V0. Correct? Now Vn by V0 is how much? 25,000 divided by 15,000. Now you can write it as 1 plus 8.88 percentage can be written as 1.0888 the whole power Tn minus T0. Now 25,000 divided by 15,000 is how much, people? That is nothing but 1.666666, correct? That means 1.0888, the entire thing raised to option here, people. Try option A. Everyone try option A. Whether LHS and RHS are equal, you can check now. Everyone can type 1.0888 into equal to how many times? 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You are getting it as 1.666. Option A is the answer. This is one method, or you can use the compound interest method, amount method also. Like how will you use? 15,000 plus 8.88 percentage plus etc till how many times you click and get 25,000. That will be your answer. That way also you can do, but this is better, less chance of error. Now very good question, people. Madhu takes a loan of 50,000 from ABC Limited. The rate of interest is 10% per annum. The first installment be paid at the end of 5 years. Okay, what is going to happen to Madhu? So for example, I am Madhu. Okay, what I am doing is I am taking a loan. I want to buy one iPhone. I am taking 50,000 loan from the bank. Then what I am going to do? I am not going to pay the interest back in the first year, second year, third year. I'll be paying only by the end of 5 years. I'm going to pay the interest back. Okay, that is the case with respect to Madhu over here. Everyone, I hope that everyone understood with respect to Madhu what happened. I'm going to pay when? I'm only going to pay after the 5 year. Okay, now that means first year interest I did not pay, second year interest I did not pay, third year interest I did not pay, fourth year interest I did not pay. That means all those interests should accumulate, right? Yes. Now look here, people. First year, second year, third year, fourth year. Till fourth year I did not pay even a single penny. Okay, I did not do that. Then from fifth year onwards I am going to pay. Then from fifth year to what year down? For the next 5 years. That means 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, like 5 installments I should be able to pay off everything. That is the case. First of all, people, 50,000 is the, if you ask me, 50,000 is the principal amount. That principal, after accumulating all the interest, it should become an amount by fourth year, right? By first 4 years I am not paying anything. That means it should accumulate into a bigger amount of money, right? Because I did not pay any interest. That means the amount is nothing but what? Principal into 1 plus I the whole power n, which is nothing but P is how much? 50,000 into 1 plus I. 1 plus I is how much over here? 1.1 the whole power 4. Why 4 years? Because for the first 4 years I am not paying anything. So accumulation only happened for 4 years. Take your calculator. 1.1 into equal to how many times? 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Then multiply it with what? 50,000. How much are you getting? It is nothing but 73205 is the amount. If you ask me, this is now the loan amount we are going to pay back. Why? Because first 4 years I did not pay anything. So I should be paying for what? 73205, and that should be taken as the present value. Okay, now you can use present value is equal to A into what? GT factor. Use your GT factor calculation and get me the answer. Type 1.1, then first find GT factor, then click divide equal to and multiply it with the PV value. You will get the final answer. So how to go about that? 1.1 divide equal to how many times? You should click for 5 times. Why? Because I am going to pay back in 5 equal installments. Okay, then click GT, then click divide equal to, then multiply it with PV. How much is PV? 73205. How much is the final answer everyone is getting? Are you getting it as 19,310? That will be the answer. 1.1. Again I am cross checking. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then click GT, then divide equal to, multiply it with 73205. That's the answer. You are getting it. 31.29 something. You will get round off to the nearest answer of options. I hope that everyone got it. Next one, people. Rajesh invests 20,000 per year in a stock index fund, earns 9% per year for the next 10 years. Okay, for the next 10 years he is getting how much? 9%, and 20,000 is paid every year. That means annuity is involved. Okay, what would be the closest accumulated investment? That means future value they are asking. Is it annuity regular or annuity due? We will go with annuity regular itself because they do not mention beginning of the year. That means future value is a by I into 1 plus I the whole power n minus 1. Now people, future value we need to find right before that. A is how much? 20,000. 20,000 divided by I is how much? 0.09 into 1.09 the whole part n is already given. Put that value 2.36736 minus 1. Take your calculator. Solve it for me, people. Everyone do it along with me. How much are you getting? Yes, Anushwara, Likita. Many people are getting the answer. I'm very happy with that. Yes. How much are you getting? Please try it and get me the answer. So 20,000. Everything is fine. Network is fine over there. I think some internet issue happened. Is it fine, people? Am I audible? 1 second. Give me 1 second. Some network issue happened, I guess. Can you type everything is fine or not? Yes. Oh, yes, sir. Fine. Okay. But some think. Okay, if in between any issue is there, please inform me so that I'll also get to know the same. Net quality is good, right? Quality is not bad, right? Quality is fine. Yes, we will continue with that. So using this, you are getting the answer to be, are you getting option B 303859? Yes. Are you getting the answer? Option B is the answer. I hope that everyone got it. Well and good. Next question, another easy question. Multiple times done, we have done it. I think it's 21 question. An investment is earning compound interest 1000 invested in year 2 accumulated to 105 by year 4. Very easy. So first year, second year, third year, fourth year, fifth year, then sixth year, seventh year, eighth year, ninth year, 10th year. Every years are there. Anyone from Hyderabad? Anyone is there from Hyderabad? Where are you guys from? Please comment that also. Now, second year, you are investing 100 rupees. It became what? 105 by the fourth year. That means how many years are involved? 2 years are involved. Principal is 100. Then our amount is how much? 105. Using that, amount is equal to P into 1 plus I, the whole power n. From that, n is equal to how much? 2. Amount is 105 divided by 100, which is equal to 1 plus I, the whole power 2. Find me the value of 1 plus I. 1 plus I is nothing but 105 divided by 100. Then click root. Take your calculator. 105 divided by 100. Then equal to. Then click root. How much are you getting? 1.024 something you are getting, right? 1 plus I value. Just keep it there. Then what are we going to do? We are going to check. Then 500 invested in year 5. So 500 invested in year 5 becomes dash in 10 by 10 year. That means year 10 means number of years will be how much? 5 years. So principal amount is how much? The amount is nothing but for principal into 1 plus I, the whole power how much? 5, which is nothing but 500 into 1 plus I is nothing but root of 105 divided by 100, the whole power 5. You can put the value also. You will not go wrong, people, even if you put the value. Okay. Now just do it along with me. Multiplied into equal to how many times? 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then multiply it with what, people? 500. You will get the answer. Anyone got option B? 564.86 something you got? Yes. Alapura, Bijapur. Okay. Yes. Great. Also, happy to know that. Next one. An investor is saving to pay off an obligation of 15,250. Okay, he's going to pay off how much now? 15,250, which will due in 7 years. That means number of years of T is equal to how much? 7. Investor is earning 7.5% simple interest. Oh, it's a question based on simple interest. So R is equal to how much? The 7.5. He must deposit how much is the question. That means principal we need to find. People, what is the formula for amount? Amount is nothing but principal into 1 plus TR percentage. Amount is how much we need to accumulate? This much. That is 15,250 is equal to P into 1 plus T is how much? 7 into 7.5 percentage. Just use calculator. Get me the answer. How to use calculator? First you will multiply 7 into 7.5. Then click which button? percentage button, then click what? +1, then click what? Divide equal to multiplied with 15 to 50. How much is the answer you are getting? Everyone do it along with me. 7 into 7.5, then click percentage +1 divide equal to multiplied with 15250, which is equal to, that is 10,000. Option C is your answer. Very good question, very easy answer. We have solved it. Even I have solved it multiple times with you guys. Next one, the value of the scooter depreciates. Okay, 1 lakh and depreciates as how much percentage? 10%. Then the depreciation at the end of 7 years is how much is the question? Very easy question. Take your calculator and do it. Type 1 lakh on your calculator, people. Then minus 10%, minus 10%, minus 10%, minus 10%. 4 times we have done, and minus 10%, minus 10%. You are getting 3, 4, 5, 6. One more time, you will get the answer. How much is the final answer everyone is getting? Is it option A is the answer? You can do it this way. Okay, just type 1 lakh on your calculator. Okay, then minus 10, then click percentage, then click equal to. Likewise, you can go ahead and you can go for the answer. You will get the answer much faster. Okay, yes. It's all about clicking the percentage. If you click the percentage wrongly, you will get a wrong answer. Okay, minus 10%. Likewise, you should do it. Or you will use the formula for scrap value is nothing but cost price into 1 minus I the whole power n. N is how much over here? 7. Put the values, you will get the same answer. Okay, next one, people. Effective rate of interest does not depend on what? Amount of principal. Why? Because effective rate of interest formula is what, people? 1 plus I the whole power n minus 1 into 100. Is P involved? No. Interest is involved? Yes. The number of conversion period n is involved? Yes. So which one is not involved? Principal is not involved. Okay. Next one, people. Direct question. We have discussed this. If you watch the 0 to hero series, you will see the same type of question there also. The number of triangles that can be formed by choosing the vertices from a set of 12 points, of which 7 lie in the same line. That means 7 are collinear. How to do that? So first of all, 12C3. From 12 points, I require 3 points to form triangles. So the number of triangles can be formed will be how much? 12C3. But 7 of them are collinear, so I should reduce them. 7C3. So 12C3. Take your calculator, people. How to do it? So 12 into 11 into 10 divided by 3 factorial is how much? 6. Then click what? M plus. Then 7 into 6 into 5 divided by what? 6. Then click what? M minus. Then click what, people? MRC. How much are you getting, people? Are you getting 185? Yes. Take your calculator and cross check along with me. Right answer, Ligita. Right. Well and good. Next one. 5 bulbs, of which 3 are defective. So how many bulbs are there in total, people? 5 bulbs are there. Correct? In that, how many are defective? 3 are defective. And how many are good bulbs? 2 bulbs are there. Okay, which are good. I will write good itself. So 3 defective, 2 good. That is the condition. Now, your defective are tried in 2 light points in a dark room. So we are going to try 2 light bulbs from this 5 bulbs, and we are going to try it in a dark room. In how many trials the room shall be lighted is the question. How many trials? First of all, I am choosing 2 bulbs. Case 1. Case 1. How many bulbs you are choosing? 2 bulbs. I am saying 2 are good bulbs. That means the room will be lightened. Or second case, case 2, I will say that 1 is a good bulb and 1 is a defective bulb. That way also room will be lightened, right? Yes, they are checking room will be lightened or not. That is the only question they are asking us. 2 good means what? 2 good can be taken from how many good? 2 good. That means 2C2. Or means plus. 1 good can be taken from how many good? From 2 good, 2C1. Into 1 defective can be taken from how many defective? From 3 defective. So that is 3C1. 2C2 is how much? 1. Plus 2C1 is how much? 2. Into 3C1 is how much? 3. Which is nothing but 1 plus 6, which is equal to how much, people? 7 are there. 7 ways we can do it. I hope that everyone understood this. Option B is the answer. Next one. How many ways can a party of 4 men and 4 women be seated in a circular table? Very easy question. So that no two women are adjacent. No two women are adjacent means what? That means 4 minus 1 factorial into 4 factorial. Directly you can say that they are not adjacent means the opposite person, circular arrangement, 4 minus 1 factorial into 4 factorial, that is 3 factorial into 4 factorial, which is 6 into 24, which is equal to 144. Which option is the answer, people? Option C is the answer, direct answer. Next question. How many words can be formed from the letters of the word Oriental so that A and E always occupy even places is the question. A and E always occupy even places. How many letters are there in total? O is there, R is there, I is there, E is there, N is there, T is there, A is there, L is there. That means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 letters are there in total. Then people, they are telling A and E only occupies what positions? They only occupies odd position. Which are the odd position? First position, third position, fifth position, then seventh position. These are the odd position. Now tell me, 2 letters are there. Okay. 4 places are there. They can be arranged in how many ways? 4p2 ways. And after 2 people already sat, for example, in the first place and the third place, 2 people already sat. How many places are remaining? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 places are remaining. The remaining letters can be arranged in how many ways? 6p6 ways or 6 factorial ways, which can be written as 4p2 is how much now? 4 into 3 into 6 factorial is 720. Take your calculator. 4 into 3 into 720, which is equal to 8640. Option C is the answer. I hope that you got it. Another interesting question, people. Very good question. I'll explain it. We have done it in our model test paper discussion already. Again, we will discuss it here also. The number of ways of painting the faces of a cube by 6 different colors is how much is the question. Now, people, first of all, everyone should know how does a cube look like. Now this is how a cube look like almost. Okay, I'll do one thing, I'll draw it properly one more time. So cube, I'm not a good drawer again, I'm telling everyone. Yes, I'm not at all good at drawing. I'm only good at drawing red girl and pink boy. Yes, or pink girl and red boy. Yes. Now look here. Now I can show something. For example, think that it is a cube. Okay, this is a cube. Everyone think that. One face, then down face, side, then likewise 6 faces are there, correct? So people, I'm going to ask you a question. First of all, we need to color 6 faces by 6 different colors, correct? I am going to say that I am going to draw one face. For example, this top face of this cube using violet color. How many ways I can do that? Only one color I am putting, so I am putting 1 into one of the color I put over there. Violet color I put over there. Then what is the opposite face? Opposite face is the down. Okay, whichever is coming at the bottom. For example, how many more colors are there for me to color that bottom face? 5 more colors are there. So first face I have colored, then the opposite face I have colored. I can choose how many things? 5 colors are there, 5 options are there for me. Then now if you ask me, up and down are done. Now if you ask me, this side is there, this side is there, all the circular sides are there, correct? Now what is the circular permutation ka formula? N minus 1 factorial, right? Now how many colors are remaining? 4 colors are remaining, so I can write it as 4 minus 1 factorial, that is nothing but 1 into 5 into 3 factorial is how much? 6, which is equal to how much? 30. Which option is your answer? Option A. Very easy question, very good question. You can expect that in your future attempt. Okay, because this question was running around throughout. Many times I have seen myself, I have solved it multiple times. A very good question. Next question, people. We are going for sequence and series. Today 0 to hero series, the sequence and series complete will be out by 7:30, I guess. Yeah. Now look here. Sum of an AP whose first term is -4, last term is 146 is 7174. Then the value of n is how much? People, what is the formula for Sn? Sn is nothing but n by 2 into a plus an. Okay, n by 2 into a first term plus last term. Sn is how much? 7171, which is equal to n by 2 into a is how much now? -4 plus an is how much? 146. Now take your calculator, just do it for me. This is nothing but 146 minus 4 is how much now? That is nothing but 142. Then divided by 2. Then click divide equal to multiplied with 7171, which is equal to how much, people? Are you getting it as n is equal to 101? Option C is your answer. Direct question. Next one. Geometric progression, second term is 12, sixth term is 192, 11th term is how much is the question? People, very easy. So second term, that means AR is equal to 12. Then sixth term means AR raised to 5 is equal to how much? 192. From this, I am going to take the ratio between them. That means first one, this is, let it be first equation, second equation. Second equation divided by first equation. That means R raised to 4, AR raised to 5 divided by AR will become what? R raised to 4 is equal to 192 divided by how much now? 192 divided by 12, which is equal to how much, people? That is 16. So R raised to 4 is 16. People, if R raised to 4 is 16, then R is equal to how much? 16 raised to 1 by 4, that is nothing but 2. 2 raised to 4 is 16, right? So R is equal to 2. Then people, if you know the value of R, you can finally directly find the value of A, right? That means put over here. That means A into 2 is equal to what, people? A into 2 is nothing but 12. A is equal to 6. You have the value of 6. Then they are asking for 11th term. A11 is nothing but what, people? AR raised to 10, which is nothing but 6 into 2 raised to how much? 2 raised to 10. Take your calculator. 2 into equal to how many times? 9 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Then multiplied with what? 6. You will get it as 6144. Which option is the answer? Option D is the answer. Very direct question. Very easy answer. Next one, people. Another similar type of repeated question, whichever we have done over here. The first question and this question are similar. The first and the last term of an arithmetic progression are 500, 905 respectively. Sum of the terms is also given the number of terms. Sn is what, people? N by 2 into A plus An, which is nothing but Sn is 45955, which is equal to N by 2 into A plus An is how much? 5 plus this is how much? 910. It will become, take your calculator, do it for me. That is 45955 multiplied with 2 divided by 910, which is equal to 101. Another same question. See, pattern of question getting repeated again and again. Then first sum of the first 8 terms of GP is 5 times the sum of the first 4 terms. We had done it in the class. So sum of the first 8 term, S8 is equal to 5 times the sum of the first 4 terms. So what is the formula for Sn? A Sn is how much? Sn is nothing but for GP. We are not talking about AP. We are talking about what? GP. Sn is nothing but A into R raised to n minus 1 divided by R minus 1. That's how you will go. You are going to write. Take the right answer. Everyone good? Well and good. Okay. Then you can write S8 is nothing but A into R raised to 8 minus 1 divided by R minus 1. Then which is equal to 5 into A into R raised to 4 minus 1 divided by R minus 1. R minus 1 cancel. Done. Then A and A cancel. Done. Then R raised to 8 can be written as what? R square minus 1 square, which is equal to 5 into R raised to 4 minus 1. People, A square minus B square is how much? A minus B into A plus B. So I will write this left hand side as R raised to 4 minus 1 into R raised to 4 plus 1, which is equal to 5 into R raised to 4 minus 1. Cancel. Then R raised to 4 plus 1 is equal to 5. R raised to 4 is equal to 4. From that I can write it as R is nothing but what? The root of 2. Correct? Yes. Which option is the answer? Common ratio. Option B is the answer. Very good question. Very easy answer. Next one. Sum of an AP is 3n square minus n. Then the common difference is 6. The first term. They are asking for first term. People, if you are lucky, you are getting always a question like this. First term. First term is nothing but S1 is nothing but A1. So you can put instead of n, you will put what? 1. That is S into 1 square minus 1, which is equal to 3 minus 1, which is equal to 2. Which option is the answer? Option B is the answer. Very direct question. Next one, people. Another repeated pattern of question. Two finite sets have m and n elements. The total number of subset for the first one. For the first one, I can write it as a raised to m is equal to 56 more than means you will put a plus sign. 56 more than the total subset of a raised to n. So first of all, we know the number of subset formula. A raised to n is the number of subset formula. Since they have mentioned m and n elements are there, that's why we are writing it as a raised to m is equal to 56 plus a raised to n. Now a raised to m option hit. First option, a raised to 6 is equal to 56 plus a raised to 3. A raised to 6, instead of a, you are going to put what the, instead of a, so instead of a, we should write 2, because we are talking about proper, we are talking about what? Subset. That means we should write it as 2 raised to n itself instead of a raised to n, correct? So 2 raised to 6, sorry for that, 2 raised to 6 is equal to 56 plus 2 raised to 3. 2 raised to 6 is how much, people? 64, which is equal to 56 plus 2 raised to 3 is how much? 8, which is equal to 64. So LHS is equal to RHS in which option? Option A itself. It is not a raised to, it is 2 raised to. Okay, yes. Next one, a question based on limit. People, one thing, keep it in your mind. If you get a question based on limit, first step is always check whether you can directly substitute. So if you put x is equal to a, here it is approaching towards a, if you put x is equal to a, it will become 0 in the denominator, so that is not possible. Direct substitution is not possible. If direct substitution is not possible, what is the easiest way? Take the derivative of numerator and denominator, then apply the limit. That is the easiest way. Now take the derivative. What is derivative of x plus 2 the whole raised to 5 by 3? It can be written as 5 divided by 3 into x plus 2 the whole raised to 5 by 3 minus 1, a raised to n into a raised to n minus 1 method, minus, it is a constant, so you can write it as 0, divided by, the denominator will become what? The denominator will become 1, which is nothing but limit you need to apply, limit x tends to a. Then 5 by 3 into, it will become x plus 2 the whole raised to 5 by 3 minus 1 is how much? That is nothing but 2 by 3. Now you apply the limit. Instead of x, you will put what? A. That means 5 divided by 3 into a plus 2 the whole power 2 by 3. Which option is the answer? Very easy question. Option, not option A, option 5 by 3, right? Yes, 5 by 3 into a raised a plus 2 the whole raised to 2 by 3. Option B is the answer. I hope that you got it. Yes, I understood. Got it. Next one. Determine, another question, direct question based on chapter 8. Determine f of x given that f dash of x is equal to 12x square minus 4x. People, they have given the derivative of f of x. That is how much? 12x square minus 4x. Now people, how to find the value of f of x? Integrate it. F of x is nothing but integral of 12x square minus 4x, the entire thing into dx. Now the integral of 12x square will become 12 into x cube divided by 3 minus 4x square divided by 2 plus c, which is nothing but 4x cube minus 2x square plus c. That is the value of f of x. Now they are not implying you to find different values of f of x and all. They want the value of constant, so that's why they are given this value. Put f of minus 3. F of minus 3 is equal to 4 into minus 3 the whole cube, then minus 2 into how much term? Minus 3 the whole square plus c. From here we will find the value of c. Then what is the value of f of minus 3, which is given to be what? 17, which is equal to 27 into 4, then put a minus, that is minus 108. Then minus 2 into 3 is how much now? Minus 18 plus c. Now find me the value of c. Take this minus to the other side, it will become plus. So c is how much? 143 is the value of c. Substitute over here, you will get it as f of x is equal to 4x cube minus 2x square plus 143. Which option is giving you the answer, people? Option A is giving you the answer, right? Yes, option A is giving me the answer. The final question from max part is over here, people. A question based on integration by parts. It's a direct question. Now look here. X is the first term. Then who is the second term, people? E raised to x is the second term. Direct integration. Very easy integration. So how to integrate? That is nothing but first term into what? First term into integral of the second term. Integral of the second term minus integral of the derivative of the first term into integral of the second term. Integral of the second term is nothing but integral of e raised to x dx. That will become x e raised to x minus integral of e raised to x will become what? The e raised to x. Now apply the limit. Limit is from what to what? From 0 to 1. Now apply the upper limit. It will become 1 into e raised to 1 minus e raised to 1 minus of, apply the lower limit people, apply the lower limit, that is 0, that is 0 into e raised to 0 minus e raised to 0. It will become what people? This e raised to 1 minus e raised to 1 will get cancelled off. Minus of this 0 will be 0 itself. Then 0 minus into minus will become plus e raised to 0. So e raised to 0 is nothing but 1. Which option is the answer? Option B, direct question. Next question people. Missing number, chapter number 9. Very easy. Look here. Missing term from each of the following series. 6 became 13. Then 13 became 25. Then 25 became 51. This became this. We'd solve it in class anyway. I'll show you again. So 6 became 13. How can 6 became 13? 6 into 2 plus 1. That is 13. 13 into 2 minus 1 is 25. 13 into 2 is 26. 26 minus 1 is 25. 25 into 2 plus 1. So the pattern is into 2 plus 1 into 2 minus 1. Into 2 plus 1 into 2 minus 1. Then into 2 plus 1 should be the final case. So 101 into 2. 101 into 2, then plus 1. How much is the answer? 101 into 2 plus 1 is 203 is your answer. Which option is the answer, people? Which option? Option C is your answer. Very direct question. Next one. Find the missing term of each of the following series, that is 23, 33, 31, then what? 36, then 34. If you ask me, 29 is becoming 28 is becoming 31 plus 3. 31 is becoming 34 plus 3. So next number should be what? 34 plus 3, which is equal to 37. We will check the pattern over here also. Here also it's plus 3. Plus 3, then the next number should have been 42, but we don't want that. We want this 37. Looking at that, option B is the answer. Very easy question, people. Now remember, keep it in your mind, whenever you get a question based on number series or missing numbers in your examination, try to always take the common difference. These two are indirect question, but usually in the main examination you will get the direct question. If you check the direct common difference, you will always go for the answer. Okay, keep it in your mind. Now teacher is written as VG, so T is becoming VDA, TUV plus 2. E is becoming G, EFG plus 2. If looking at here, the pattern is always plus 2. Now how children is written is the question. People, N plus 2 is how much da? OP. Then E plus 2 is how much da? That is G, FG. Looking at that, only one option is having G over here. So that answer is what? Option D. Very direct. Now, in a certain code language, 253 means books are old. Okay. 546 means man is old. Then 378 means book, buy good books. Then what stands for R is the question. R should be there in 2, 5 or 3. Why? Because books are old is the code for, that is coded as what? 253. That means either it should be 2 or it should be 5 or it should be 3. Looking at that, option B and option D are wrong. Directly it is wrong. Now we will go and find the value of 5. 5 is common in between 253 and 546. So what all words are common there? Old is common in between them. So that means 5 means what, people? Old. There is only one possibility. Option A is the possibility. I hope that everyone got it. Next one, another model test paper, which is a repeated pattern. So summer is coded as runner. S is coded as R. It is RS, right? So it should be -1. First letter is -1. W -1, which is the letter previous to W, V. Looking at that, only one option is starting with V. So answer is option B. Done. Okay. Next one, people. One direction test. Very easy chapter. Now, from home, Neha goes towards north from her college. Okay, for her college. Then she turns left. Then she turns right. Finally, she turns left. And I told you always, people, whenever you get a question based on direction test, always read the last line to understand the type of question. In which direction her college is with respect to her home. That means final direction with respect to initial direction. Okay, that type of question. Final point with respect to initial point question. So it's very easy. So initially she is going north. Then she turned left. Left of north is what? The left of north is west. Correct? Then turn right. Right of west is what? The north. Then she turned left. Left of north is what? West. Then northwest, northwest. It will get added. Northwest will be the final direction. So which option is the answer? Option C. Very easy. We don't need to draw it. We can directly go for the answer. Now look here. Y is east of X. Y is east of X. Y is east of X. Done. Next one. Comma. X which is north of Z. Okay. X is north of Z. X is north of Z. So that is also done. P is south of Z. P is south of Z means P is somewhere south of Z. That is also there. Then P is in which direction with respect to Y? With respect to Y, P is in which direction? This is which direction? That is southwest direction. Option D. Next one. 5 villages P, Q, R, S, T are situated close to each other. P is to the west of Q. P is to the west of Q. Done. R is to the south of P. R is to the south of P. Down of P. Then T is to the north of Q. T is to the upside of Q. Then S is to the east of T. S is to the east of T. To the east side. Then people, R is in which direction with respect to S? With respect to S means if I take S as the reference point, R is in which direction? This is which direction? Southwest. Again southwest. Now people, look here. Southwest becomes north. I will normally draw our directions. It is the easiest pattern to solve these type of questions. Look here carefully and do it along with me. Okay, this is north, this is south, this is east. When west is over where? Here. Then this is northeast, this is southeast, then southwest, then finally northwest. All these directions are there, correct? Now people, what will northeast be? When? What is the case? Southwest becomes north. Southwest becomes what? The north. Then the question is, what will northeast be? People, they said that southwest becomes north. What is the opposite of north? Obviously, it should be south. Answer should be what? Option C, south is the answer. Okay, this is the approach, easiest approach. Rather than drawing your angles and all, don't do that. Do it this way. Next one. In a clock. Okay, clock based question. Finally, they are asking these type of questions. Good. So, clock is there. So, where is the 12 in clock? 12 is here, 6 is here, 3 is here, 9 is there. Everything is there. Then what are they telling? At 12:30. 12:30 means our needle look towards 12 and the minute needle look towards 6. Correct? Then our needle is in the north direction. So, this is north. Obviously, then opposite should be what? South. So, this should be west. It is east. Very direct. Very easy. Now, the question is what? In which direction will be the minute angle when it is 12:45? Minute needle will be pointing at towards which side when it is 45 means it should be pointing towards north, sorry, towards 9. That means which direction is here? West is here. So option C is the answer. Directly you got it. Now another question, another easy question based on seating arrangement, people. So 5 students are standing in a circle. So circle is there, people. 2 circles I'll draw. Always draw 2 circles whenever questions are there. Sometimes we need to rather than erasing and writing, it's better always to cut and write. So draw 2 circles. So 5 students are only there. Keep that in your mind also. That is also important. Only 5 students are there. Abhinav is between Alok and Ankur. So Abhinav is there between what and what? Alok and Ankur. So 2 possibilities I'll draw. So Abhinav is there. When their direction is not mentioned, we will assume that they are looking towards the center of the circle. Abhinav is there in between. That side we took Alok, right? Then we should took Ankur, another possibility. Then Alok is over here. Okay. Then what is happening? Alok is to the left of Apurva. So Alok is to the left of Apurva. Now if you ask me, can I draw Apurva over here? It is not possible because it is to the right. So second drawing is anyway wrong. Then what is given? Alok is to the left of Apurva. Then what? Apurva is to the left of Abhishek. Abhishek should be over here. Abhishek. Now tell me, people, who is sitting next to Abhinav? One is right. So who is sitting next to Abhinav? One is right, people. Alok is sitting. So which option is the answer? Option D. Very easy question. I hope that you got it. Can we go for the next question, people? Yes. Look here. Study the following information carefully and answer. Okay, done. We will read it. 6 friends A, B, C, D, E, F are sitting in a row facing north. North direction they are looking. C is sitting between A and E. C is sitting between A and E. Or we can say that C is between E and A. 2 possibilities. Let it be there. D is not at the end. Fine. B is sitting immediate right of E. B is sitting immediate right. That means second assumption is wrong. Then F is not at the end, but D is sitting third left of E. Third left means first left, second left, then third left. Who is sitting? D is sitting. Then what is told? F is not sitting. How many people are there in total? 6 people are there in total. Now already 5 people are sitting. F is not sitting at the right end. So, and D is also not sitting at the end of the bench. So F will be sitting at the left bench. Done. Direct question. Done. Your answer is done. You are getting the 3 marks out of it. Now, how many persons are there to the right of D? How many people are there? 1, 2, 3, 4 people are there. Then which of the following is sitting left of D? Who is sitting left of D? Left means this direction, F is sitting. Then who is immediate left of C? Who is immediate left of C? Immediate left is A is sitting immediate left. Which option is the answer? Option A is the answer. Direct answer. You got 3 marks out of it in few seconds. Next question, people. 5 persons are sitting on a bench to be photographed. It's our Seema, Mary, Radha question. Correct? Bindu question. Same question without their name. They are mentioning S, N and all. S is to the left of N. S is to the left of N and to the right of B and to the right of B. Done. S is to the left of N. If you ask me, this is to the left and right of B. M is to the right of N. M is to the right of N. Why am I keeping the gap? If you watch the classes of that, you will know that, because I don't know whether they are immediate right or not. That's why I'm keeping a gap. Then R is between N and M. So R should be between N and M. Done. All the people are there. Who is sitting immediate right to R? Who is sitting immediate right to R? The M is sitting. So option C is your answer. Direct question. Easy answer. Next one. We are going for the final part. Blood relation. One of the easiest chapter. B is the brother of A. So B is the brother. I am using, for male I am using square. For female I am using circle. For sibling relation, I am using single horizontal line. So for married relation, I am using double horizontal line. Then generation gap, I am using one single vertical line. Keep it in your mind. If you are having trouble, watch the 0 to Hero series. The entire content is there. You can watch it and you can study. Now, B is the brother of A. B is the brother of A, whose only sister is mother of C. So A has an only sister and is the mother of whom? C. Okay, so look here, A is having a sister and that sister is nothing but mother of C. Then D is the maternal grandmother of C. Maternal grandmother means D should be on the top. Okay, maternal grandmother means female. Then grandmother of C. How A is related to D? Very easy, look here, first generation, second generation. D is having a daughter and that daughter is having a sibling. Okay, that means all these people are what? Children. Looking at the option, only one possible answer. Option C is the answer. Daughter is your answer. Next question. Plus means what? X plus Y means mother, mom. Then bro means what? X minus Y means brother. Then percentage means what? Father. Then into means what? Sister. Why am I writing it? It will help you out solve the question faster always. Which of the following shows that A is the maternal uncle? Maternal uncle of B. Now looking at here, first I will always start with C. Looking at here, why I start with C means it is towards the left. That means there is a higher chance that A is always on the top generation of B. Why? Because we want the maternal uncle side. We will check one by one. A minus C. A minus means brother. A is the brother of C. Then C plus D. C plus D means C is the mother of D. Then what is there? D into B. D is the sister of B. Looking at that word, here it is correct. It is the maternal uncle. In which option? Option C. Directly I got it. I hope that you got it. Next one. Previous question one person is asking. Yes, Harini, I can repeat it for you. It's not a trouble. Yes. Now, B is the brother of A. B is the brother means B is the brother of A. Like this. Then what is happening? Whose only sister is mother of C? That means A has an only sister and that sister is the mother of C. That means C will be in the down generation of that sister, right? If you want, I can write here only sister for your clarification. Okay, only sister. Then what is going to happen? D is the maternal grandmother of C. Maternal grandmother means first generation it should be. So D should be over here and she is a female. Then how is A related to D is the question. A is a child of D. Looking at the drawing, this is the first generation, this is the second generation. A is a child. Looking at the option, oh, daughter is only there. That means you should go with which option? Option C is the answer. Okay, that's all. Next one, I hope that you got it, Harini. Next one, C is a sister of B. C is a sister of B. D is the father of A. Can you connect D and A over here? No, keep it there. We will connect it in the future. A is the brother of B. A is the brother of B. Then D is the father of A means D should be in the upper generation. Done. D and E are married couple. D is married to E. D and E are married couples. Then how C is related to E is the question. Very easy answer. C is the daughter of E. C is the daughter of E because first generation, second generation and they are children. So that's the case. Next one. F is a daughter of A. Sorry, B is a daughter of A. B is the daughter of A. Then C is the brother of B. C is the brother of B. That is also same generation. Then male is the gender of C. Then C is the son of, C is the only son of D. Only son of D means where should be the position of D so that that person can call C as the son. A and D should be married to each other. Then what is there? C and E are married couple. C and E are married couple. F is the only son of E. F is the only son of E. Then people, then how F is related to A? Very direct question. Look here. This is the first generation. This is the second generation. This is the third generation. Now, this F is in the third generation. Third generation means that is the grand generation. He can be the grandson or granddaughter. Looking at the gender, he is a male. So answer is what people? Grandson. The final question from logical reasoning is over here. Pointing to a photograph, Bajpai said. So who is the speaker, people? Bajpai is the speaker. Okay. Now reference person we don't know. They have just said that he is the reference person. Keep it in your mind. He is the reference person. He is the son of the only daughter of the father of my brother. My brother means whose brother? Bajpai's brother. Okay. Now we will start from the ending. Why? Because the speaker is towards the end side. So we will start from the end. Bajpai is there. Bajpai is having a brother. I will write the brother over here. Brother means they are what? Male sibling. Yes. Then father of my brother. That means this brother is having a father. That is nothing but our Bajpai's brother also. Sorry, Bajpai's father also. Not brother. Father also. Then he is the son of the only daughter of father. Only daughter of father means can this brother be the only daughter? No. Two possibilities there. Bajpai can be the only daughter or there should be another sibling called as only daughter who is the sister of Bajpai and his brother. Only daughter. Then what is told? The reference person is the son of the only daughter. Son of the only daughter means what? This only daughter should have what? A son. Okay. That is the case. Now looking at that, how Bajpai is related to the man in the photograph. Looking at that, Bajpai is the son or this reference person is over here, right? The man in the photograph, how are they related? The Bajpai is the maternal uncle. The reference person is having a mother. That mother is having a sibling, two siblings, Bajpai and his brother. So the only possible answer is what? Option D. Maternal uncle. Got the point? I hope that you understood. Now we are going for some of the final part and usually what happens for examination also keep it in your mind. So statistics you usually require 40 minutes or 45 minutes maximum. Not more than that. You will be able to solve everything because 20 or 18 or 20, 15 to 20 theory questions can be there. That's the reason. Looking at that. Which sampling technique is most appropriated when the person wants to ensure subgroups are proportionally represented? Subgroups stratified sampling is required. Then non-probability sampling is also called as what? Purposive or judgment based sampling. Then the number of possible sample size out of which n population units without replacement. Without replacement means with NCN. With the replacement is how much? N bar n. Then finite population correction factor is option A, root of n minus n divided by n minus 1. What is this capital letter N, people? That is nothing but population size. What is small letter n, people? That is your sample size. Keep it in your mind. Next question. Another allocation based question. In a group, the average weight is 60. Average weight is 60 in a group. Then, if the average of males and females, so males are there, then females are there. So, males average is how much? Plus 80 and female average is how much? 50. Now, we need to find the ratio. Whenever ratios are involved like this, whenever average is involved in middle, always use the method of allocation from our chapter 1. So 60 minus 50 is how much? 10. 80 minus 60 is how much? 20. So 0, 0 cancel. What is the ratio? 1:2 is the ratio. Option D is the answer. Now another physics based question from our chapter number 14 itself, but we need to use the concept of physics whichever we have studied in our class number 7th or 8th we have studied long back. That's what we are going to do. Now people, we need to find the average speed. Here we are going to use the method of average speed is equal to nothing but distance, total distance divided by time. Now total distance is how much? Since they have mentioned 5 km and 15 km separately, you need to add 5 plus 15 divided by time is what? Time is always nothing but we have our speed. Speed is given in the question. Then distance is also given in the question. That is nothing but distance divided by speed will give you the time. So 5 divided by 30 plus 15 divided by 45. So this will give you a total average speed of the entire journey. Now take your calculator. First find the denominator. Use memory calculation. 5 divided by 30 m plus 15 divided by 45 m plus mrc divide equal to multiplied with 20. How much are you getting, people? Are you getting it as 40? So answer is what, people? Option B is your answer. 40 is your answer. I hope that you got it. Yes, Bhuvana, everyone, I hope that you are getting it. Next question, very easy question, people. They are asking for variance of y when variance of x is given. If you remember, I already told you we can't directly find. Variance is not a direct measure. We need to convert that into what? Standard deviation of x. Standard deviation of x is how much, people? Root x. Then you will take the equation. You will write it as 2x is equal to 3y. Then instead of x, you will put root x. That means 2 into root 6 is equal to root 6. Okay. Which is equal to 3y. From that, y is equal to 2 root 6 divided by 3. Now, people, you have the standard deviation of y. If standard deviation of y is there, then variance is how much, people? Variance is equal to standard deviation of y square. That is nothing but 2 into root 6 divided by 3. The whole square, which is nothing but 4 into 6 divided by 9, which is 8 by 3. Option A is your answer, or you can directly use your calculator to get the answer. I hope that you understood that. Next one, people, have a look over here. Standard deviation of 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. up to 10 is sigma. Standard deviation of 11, 12, 13, 14, etc. 20 is what? People, is standard deviation affected by change of origin? Why I am using origin? Because 1 plus 10 is 11. 2 plus 12 is, sorry, 2 plus 10 is how much? 12. 3 plus 10 is 13, 4 plus 10 is etc. 10 plus 10 is everywhere plus 10 is happening. People, standard deviation is not affected by what? Origin. So that means answer will be what itself? Sigma itself. It will not change. Keep it in your mind. Change of origin, change of scale. Next one. What is the standard deviation of the following series? We need to use the formula for standard deviation. Standard deviation is what, people? Root of. Since it is a class interval based data, you will put the sigma f into x minus x bar, the whole square, divided by sigma f method. You should do it, and accordingly you should get me the answer. First of all, I need the x values, mid values. 0 and 10. What is the mid value? 0 plus 10 divided by 2 is how much? 5. Then 10 plus 20 divided by 2 is 15. Then 25. Then 35. We have all the x values over here. Correct? Everyone have the x values. Once x values is done, first get me the value of sigma f. Sigma f is how much? 1 plus 3 plus 4 plus 2. That is 4 plus 8 plus 2, which is equal to 10. That is your sigma f value. You have sigma x. Find x bar for me. X bar is nothing but sigma fx divided by 10. That is nothing but, take your calculator, people. 5 into 1 m plus 15 into 3 m plus, that is this then 25 into 4, 25 into 4, m plus, then 35 into 2, m plus, then mrc divided by 10. How much is it? Take your calculator. 5 into 1, m plus, then 15 into 3, m plus, 25 into 4, m plus, then 35 into 2, m plus mrc divided by 10, which is equal to 22 is your x bar value. Now, once you got the x bar value, how will you find the standard deviation? Very easy for you. Take your calculator. Standard deviation is equal to f into x minus x bar the whole square. X bar is how much? X is how much? The first one is 5. So take your calculator. 5 minus 22 into equal to means we are taking the square multiplied with the first frequency. How much is it? 1. Then click m plus. Then second frequency is second x value is 15 minus 22 into equal to multiplied with what? 3. Then click what? M plus. Next one is how much? 25 minus 22 into equal to multiplied with 4 m plus. Then 35 minus 22 into equal to multiplied with 2 m plus. Then finally what? MRC divided by what, people? 10. Then click equal to, then click root. You will get the value of standard deviation. Everyone do it for me. Are you getting the answer? If not, also please tell me. I think you might get it as root of 81. That's from my muscle memory, because it's a similar question, type of question were there in the past also. Now over here, clear the memory first of all, people. Then 5 minus 22 m plus multiplied with 1. Yes, no, we don't need to do that. 15 minus 22 multiplied with 3 m plus, then into equal to, oh, I didn't do the into equal to part. Yes. Then 25 minus 22 into equal to multiplied with 4, click m plus, then 35 minus 22 into equal to multiplied with 2 m plus, then finally whatever I missed, 3 minus 22 into equal to multiplied 3 m plus mrc divided by 10, click equal to, then root. You are getting it as root of 81, which is equal to 9. Which option is the answer? Option C is the answer. Very easy question, very direct. Now people, difference between mean and mode is 69. That means me minus mo. Me mo is equal to how many me's are there, people? 3 mean minus what? Median. Now people, mean minus mode is given to be how much? 69, which is equal to 3 into mean minus what? Mean minus median. Take your calculator, cancel. Answer is how much? 23. Mean difference between mean and median is 23. If all the observations are increased by 6, the variance, people, is it affected by change of origin? No, it is unchanged. Which option is the answer? Option C. Which measure of dispersion absolute is what? The mean deviation. Absolute measure of dispersion is mean deviation. It is also called as what? Average deviation also, if you remember. Next one, people. Now options are wrong over here. Okay. Now look here. The third quartile from the data of set of observation we need to find. First of all, people, what is the first mistake everyone will make when you're finding median, quartile, percentile or decile for ungrouped data? You will forget to arrange it in the increasing order. First of all, you should arrange it in the increasing order. How to arrange it? Which is the smallest value over here? 16 is done. Then after 16, which is the smallest value? 21. Now yes, type 21, that is also gone. Then 25, that is also gone. Then 27, then 29, then 32, then 35, then 40, then 51. Actually it should have been 41. Okay, not 51, because many questions were there in the past. Yeah. Now we need to find third quartile. Q3 is what? 3 by 4 into n plus 1 value. Correct? Now how much is n? How many values are there? 3, 6, 9 values are there. That means 9 plus 1 is how much? 10. 3 into 10 divided by 4th value. That is nothing but 30 by 4 is what? 7.5th value. That is nothing but 7th value plus 0.5 into gap. Which is the 7th value over here? 3, 6, that is 35. So 35 plus 0.5 into gap is how much? Gap is nothing but 40 minus 35. That is how much? 5, which is equal to 37.5 Yes, right answer. Yes, Bhuvana, 37.5 is your answer. Looking at that, nearest answer is this. Nearest. But that's not your answer. Okay, keep it in your mind. Nearest answer is that. Now, people, another direct question. The mean of 100 students was 45. Later on, it was discovered that marks of two students were misread as 85 and 54 instead of 58 and 45. Find the correct mean. People, I have told you the correct mean formula is nothing but what? First of all, we need to find the wrong sum. Wrong sum means wrong mean into number of values. How many terms are there in total? Here, how many terms are there? 100 students means n value is 100. Minus, we need to reduce the wrong values, whichever are taken as wrong. Which are taken as wrong? The misread as 85 and 54. We need to reduce it as minus 85 minus 54. Then plus, which are the correct values? We need to add the correct values. Don't even do it, directly get me the answer in calculator. Don't even write anything over here. 100 into 45, then minus 85 minus 54 plus 58 plus 45 divided by 100. How much is the answer, people? 44.64 is the answer. Option C is the answer. Just to use calculator, don't do anything else. Okay, next one, people, another direct question. Arithmetic mean and coefficient of variation of x are given to be 10 and 30. People, x is given, x bar is given, coefficient of variation of x is given. Coefficient of variation is nothing but standard deviation of x divided by x bar into 100. From this, coefficient of variation is 30, standard deviation is how much? We need to find, divided by what? 10 into 100. From here, I got standard deviation of x is equal to 3. Then, people, we can write it as y is equal to, ignore the constant value, ignore the negative sign, write it as 2x. Y is equal to 2 into 3, which is equal to 6. So, standard deviation of y is equal to 6. How much is then variance, people? Variance is nothing but what? Standard deviation square, which is equal to 36. Which option? Option D is the answer. Okay, next one. Approximate ratio of SD, MD and QD is how much? We have solved it multiple times. And also, in order to remember this, what is the shortcut? 2SD is equal to 2.5 MD is equal to how many QTs are there, people? 3 QTs are there. Okay, keep it in your mind. Next one. Geometric mean of 3 numbers. Geometric mean means first term into second term into third term. The entire thing raised to total number of terms is equal to how much? Now, people, 40 into 50 is how much? 2000 into x, which is equal to, this 1 by 3 goes to the other side, means I can write it as 10 cube. 10 cube is nothing but what? 1000. X is equal to 1000 divided by 2000. Cancel all the zeros. Answer is how much? 1 by 2. Option D is the answer. Difference between upper limit and lower limit is called as what? Class size. Direct question. Then we need to find the question based on probability. P of A is equal to 1 by 3, P of B is equal to 1 by 2, then P of A union B is equal to 5 by 6, then the events A and B are what type of event is the question? We need to first check. Always, I told you, always check for first what? Mutually exclusive. It is always easy for us to check. First of all, people, take your calculator. We know that P of A union B is equal to what? P of A plus P of B minus what? P of A intersection B. From this, we can check what is the value of P of A intersection B. P of A intersection B is equal to 0 means it is mutually exclusive. So that is the first thing we are going to check. P of A union B is how much? 5 by 6, which is equal to P of A is 1 by 3, then plus 1 by 2 minus P of A intersection B. Now people, take it to the other side. P of A intersection B is nothing but 1 by 3 plus 1 by 2 minus 5 by 6. Take your calculator. 1 divided by 3, m plus 1 divided by 2, m plus 5 divided by 6, m plus or m minus, then click MRC, which is equal to 0. Since the intersection value is 0, it is what? Mutually exclusive. Done. Sorted. Next one, people. Another easy question. If you have a closer look over here, A complement intersection B means they are asking for P of only B. Okay, whenever they are asking for P of only B, what is the shortcut? Do you remember? You can write it as P of B minus P of A intersection B. First of all, do you have the value of A intersection B? Yes, that is 1 by 4. But do you have the value of P of B? No. We need to find it from our general formula. That is what P of A union B is equal to P of A plus P of B minus P of A intersection B. We have A intersection B. Do you have P of A? No. We have P of A complement. If P of A complement is given, P of A is what? 1 minus P of A complement. Do you remember? P of not crying is equal to 1 minus P of crying. Likewise, P of A is nothing but 1 minus P of A complement, which is equal to 1 minus 2 by 3. That is how much? 1 by 3. Correct? Substitute over here. P of A is how much? P of A is nothing but that is 1 by 3. Then P of A union B is how much? 3 by 4. Then P of B we need to find minus P of A intersection B is how much? 1 by 4. If you want, you can just use calculator and find the value of P of B. P of B is how much? Take everything to the other side. 3 by 4 minus 1 by 3 plus 1 by 4. Take your calculator, clear everything off, clear the memory. 3 divided by 4 m plus. Then what are we going to do? 3 divided by 4 m plus. Then 1 divided by 3 m minus, correct, then 1 divided by 4 m plus, then click MRC. You are getting it as how much, people? That is nothing but 0.666667, something you are getting. Okay, 0.666667. You can keep it over there itself. Then we are going to find this, that is 0.666666, whatever value over there. Okay, click MRC 2 times and save it in memory so that you will have this over in your calculator itself. Let it be there. Okay, then so that you are saving it in the calculator memory, that 0.66666667 minus A P of A intersection B is how much? 1 by 4. Now take it to your calculator. 1 divided by 4. You can type it as what? M minus. Then click MRC. You will get it as 0.41666. Something you are getting. Check which option is giving you that answer. Now everyone do it. 5 by 8 is how much? 0.603 divided by 8 is how much? That is 0.35. 5 divided by 12 is how much? 0.41666. Which option is the answer? Option C is the answer. So this is the way, people. You can always use your calculator instead of using LCM. Keep it in your mind. 5%. A, B, C, D, E are standing in a queue in a relationship. Probability of A and B are always together. People, do you remember? When two things are always together, 2 factorial into n minus 1 factorial. So 2 factorial into, in total, how many people are there? 5. 5 minus 1 is how much? 4 factorial. That is 2 into 24. That is your n of A. Then n of S is how much? The total probability is how much in total? 5 factorial are there, right? That is nothing but 5 people can be arranged in 5 factorial ways. That is 120. Then P of A is how much? 48 divided by 120. Take your calculator. 48 divided by 120, which is equal to 0.4. Which option is giving you 0.4? So 2 by 5. 0.4. Option C is the answer. Very good question. Very easy answer. Next one, people. A card is drawn from a pack of playing cards. Okay. And then another card is drawn without being replaced. That means no replacement is there. First, what is the probability of getting 2 kings? That means both the cards should be king. First case, when I draw a card, it should be a king. How many ways it probability of getting a king from 52 cards is how much now? 4 by 52 into 1 card I already took. How many are remaining? 3 cards are, 3 kings are remaining. Correct? Then how many cards are there in total now? 51. Why? Because we already took 1 card. So how much is the answer, people? That is 52 into 51 is nothing but that I'll do one thing. 4 into 3 divided by 52 divided by 51. You are getting it as 0.004524. Which option is giving you that? 3 divided by 221 is 0.13 or something. Then 1 divided by 221 is equal to 0.4524. Which option is giving you the answer? Option B is giving you the answer. Right answer, Rupesh. Right answer. Yes. Next question. The probability of a man hitting a target is 1 by 4. So probability of success is how much now? That is nothing but 1 by 4. Probability of failure will be then how much? Not hitting the target will be how much? 1 minus 1 by 4. That will be 3 by 4. If he fires 7 times, so 7 times he's trying to hit the target. Probability of hitting the target at least twice. At least twice means P of X is greater than or equal to 2. People, P of X is greater than or equal to 2 can be written as what? 1 minus P of X is less than 2. So less than 2, what are the possible values? 0 is there, 1 is there. So 1 minus P of X is equal to 0 is there, plus P of X is equal to 1 is there, which is equal to 1 minus P of X is equal to 0. Now people, in total, how many times he is trying to hit? 7 times. Then in the first case, 0 success. That means 7C0. We are using what? Binomial over here, okay? 7C0 into, then P raised to X, that is 1 by 4 raised to 0 into Q raised to N minus X is how much over here? That is 7 itself. Then plus 7C1 into 1 by 4 raised to 1 into 3 by 4 raised to 7 minus 1 is how much? 6. Now I can write it as 1 minus, this will become 1 into 1, that is 3 by 4 the whole power 7 plus 7 by 4 into 3 by 4 the whole power 6. Now if you ask me, 3 by 4 the whole power 6 is common in both of this, I am taking outside. 1 minus 3 by 4 the whole power 6 into what is remaining? 3 by 4 plus 7 by 4 is remaining. So you can take the final math. The final math will be like 1 minus 3 by 4 the whole power 6. 3 by 4 plus 7 by 4 will become 10 by 4. 10 by 4 is nothing but 5 by 2. So looking at that, which option is giving you the answer? 1 minus 5 by 2 into 3 by 4 raised to 6. Option E is the answer. I hope that you understood. One of the easiest chapter. Tomorrow it will be out, okay? Theoretical distribution, 0 to hero series will be out in YouTube. You can check tomorrow. If 5% of the electric bulbs manufactured by a company are defective. 5% are defective means what? In general, 5% are usually defective. If I take 100, 5 will always be defective. Use Poisson. They are directly telling, use Poisson. The sample of 100 bulbs. That means mean is how much? 5% of 100, which is nothing but 5. Correct? Anyway, it is given over here. Okay, then 5 bulbs will be defective no matter what. That means P of X is equal to 5 is how much? E raised to minus m raised to 5 divided by 5 factorial, which is nothing but e raised to minus 5 into 5 raised to 5 divided by 5 factorial is how much? 120. Then e raised to minus 5 is already given, 0.007 into 5 power 5 divided by 120. Take your calculator, get me the answer. 5 into equal to how many times? 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Multiplied with 0.007. Then divide by 120. How much is the answer you are getting, people? 0.1231229 you are getting, 18229. So that is nothing but 1823, rounding off. Next one, another easy question. Non-leap year. Non-leap year mean how many days are there? 365 days are there. So in 52 weeks, 1 remaining days will be there. 1 remaining day. Keep it in your mind. Probability of getting 53 Sundays. How much? 1 by 7. Or means plus. 53 Tuesday, 1 by 7. 53 Thursday, 1 by 7. So answer will be how much? 3 by 7. Which option is the answer? Option C is the answer. I hope you got it. Yes, Sriram. Good. Next one. Examine the validity of the statement. Mean and standard deviation of binomial are 10 and 4 respective. One important thing is you should always remember mean is greater than variance. Okay. Now standard deviation, mean is how much over here? 10. Then variance will be how much? 10 is greater than 16. No, 10 is less than 16. This is wrong. So it is not valid. Okay. Done. Next one. For a Poisson variate, P of X is equal to 1 is equal to P of X is equal to 2. Mean is how much? That means we need to find the value of M. Now people, how to find X is equal to 1? E raised to minus m raised to 1 divided by 1 factorial, which is e raised to minus m raised to 2 divided by 2 factorial. E raised to minus m, e raised to minus m cancel. M and m square got cancelled. What is remaining? M is equal to, goes to this side, 2 will remain. Which option is the answer? Option C. Mean and variance both are same in what? Poisson distribution. 30 balls are serially numbered and placed in a bag. Find the chance of the first ball drawn is a multiple of 3 or 5. Multiple of 3 or 5 means what? The first one, P of 3 or 5 is nothing but P of multiple, probability of multiple of 3 plus P of multiple of 5 minus P of multiple of 3 and 5. 3 and 5 means whenever I told you 3 and 5, 3 into 5, that means multiple of 15 should be the case. Now people, how many numbers in between 1 and 30 are divisible by 3? We know the table, 10 numbers are there. So it should be 10 by 30 plus how many are divisible by 5? 6 are divisible by 5. That means 6 by 30 minus 3 and 5 means 2 by 30. So in total it will be 14 by 30. Which option is your answer, people? Which is nothing but 7 by 15. Now if you want, you can take one. If you don't know how to take the common factor and cancel, 14 divided by 30 is how much now? Which is nothing but 0.4666. Check which option is giving that value. That is 7 divided by 15 is also how much? 0.4666. Option D is the answer. Next one. For a normal distribution, the first and the third quartile are 37 and 49. Then the mode is how much? One important thing with respect to normal distribution is what? Mean, median and mode are same. So we just need to find the median. Median is how much? When Q1 and Q3 are given, Q1 and Q3 are given, it is nothing but Q1 plus Q3 divided by 2. That is 37 plus 49 divided by 2. That is 86 by 2. Answer is what? 43. Option C is your answer. Median is this. Then mode is also what? Same. In normal distribution, mean, median and mode are same, people. Keep it in your mind. Then odds in favor of an event A is 3 by 3 is to 1. That means P of A will be how much? 3 by 3 plus 1 is 4. P of A complement will be how much? 1 by 4. Then 3 independent trials are there. The probability of non-occurrence. 3 independent trials and non-occurrence. That means first time A is not coming. Second time A is not coming. Third time also A is not coming. That means 1 by 4 into 1 by 4 into 1 by 4. Answer is how much, people? 1 by 64. Which option is the answer? Option A is the answer. Yes, previous everyone got it right. Well and good. Next one. If 4y minus 5x is equal to 15, the regression is the regression line of y on x. People, this is the regression line on y on x. That means byx will be how much? That is nothing but minus of. You remember shortcut, coefficient of given or non divided by coefficient of not given. That means byx is how much? Minus of minus 5 divided by what is given? X is given, y is not given. Correct? So minus of minus 5 divided by 4, which is equal to 5 by 4 is your byx. Then what is given now? Correlation coefficient is given. R is equal to 0.75. We need to find the regression coefficient of bxy. We need to find. People, we know that r square is equal to byx into bxy. Put the values over here. That means 0.75 square is equal to 5 by 4 into bxy. Everyone take your calculator. Sorry for that. 0.75 into equal to multiplied with 4 divided by 5. Then bxy is how much? 0.45. Option A is your answer. Okay, yes, I know that my energy is not that great because I'm having a fever, I'm having a headache now also. Yes, that's the reason. Sir, if I take few self-test after completing your marathon on QA, will I be able to pass? Self-test, and you should be able to get marks. If you are able to get marks, you will be definitely be passing. Okay, it's completely up to how much conceptually you are up. That's the main thing. Keep it in your mind. Then, if the regression line of y on x and x on y are given to be this and this, people, do you remember how to find then? Whenever they are giving the regression line and the mean value, what to do? We will always option hit. We will substitute the values from the option and we will check which option is making LHS and RHS both are same at the same time. Look over here, people. Now we will check with the first option. Instead of x and y, put 1 and minus 1. So 2 minus 3 will be equal to minus 1. That is correct. First one is correct. Then try second one. 5 into 1 plus 6 into minus 1. 5 minus 6 is how much? Minus 1. That is also correct. So option A is correct. You don't even need to do. Just option hitting. That's all. Okay. Then for a bivariate data P into Q, the maximum number of marginal distribution is how much? It's always 2. Bivariate data. Okay. Keep it in your mind. The maximum value of correlation, R's maximum value is how much? The maximum value is always what? 1. Minimum value is how much? Minus 1. Next one. Good evening, Rajaram. Good evening. Good evening, everyone else. Regression coefficients remain unchanged due to what? Due to shift of origin. Shift of scale means it will change. Okay. It is not marathon, it's just MTP solving. Okay. Tomorrow also I'll be coming around 5:30 itself. We will be solving the MTP2. We need to solve that also, right? We will be solving it tomorrow. Then consumer price index goes up from 100 to 200 and salary of worker is also raised from 300 to 500. Then the real wage is how much? Very easy, people. 500 divided by 200 into 100 base year. Base year index is 100. So how much is it, people? Cancel, which is equal to 250 is the real wage. Option B. Next one, people, circular test. Circular test means option A, direct question. Another one, another direct question, people. In a Bowley's and Laplace index are follows. Bowley is equal to 150, Laplace is equal to 180. Then Pache is how much, people? Bowley is what? Arithmetic mean of Laplace and Pache. L plus P divided by 2. So Bowley is how much now? 150 into 2, which is equal to Laplace is how much? 180 plus P. So 300 minus 180 is how much? P is equal to 120. Which option is the answer? Option A is the answer. I hope that you got it. Next one, Laplace index number is weighted aggregative method by taking dash as the weight. It is taken as the base year quantity. Yes, weight is what? Base year quantity. Option A. The final question, people, it is a previous year question. Here something is wrong. Instead of 10, you should put 1. Okay, it's a wrong question. Options are given wrongly, but it is a previous year question. That's why I was able to correct it. So find the Pache index number from the prices given below. Base year is given. So P0, Q0 is there. P1, Q1 is there. Everything is there right in front of you. Now we need to find what, people? Pache. What is Pache? The Pache index number formula is what? Sigma P1 Q1 divided by sigma P0 Q0 into what? Into 100. You will get your answer. Everyone, please get it for me after doing the correction. Okay, which is nothing but P1 Q1, people. P1 Q1 is nothing but 6 into 30 plus 4 into 10 plus 3 into 8 plus, don't write these steps and all, you will just use calculator and write. Okay, I'm writing for your understanding. This is P0 Q1, not Q0. Then P0 Q1 is how much? 5 into 30 plus 3 into 10 plus 2 into 8 plus 1 into 45. Then the entire thing is multiplied with 100. Just use your calculator. You will get it as option C, people. Okay, that's how this MTP look like. Compared to the previous MTPs and all, the number of errors in the questions were less, but still errors were there, but good questions were there. So if you ask me, some of the questions there can be those type of questions, for example, especially the theory questions that can come for your exam also, sampling and all. This can be there for examination, so be ready for it, people. I hope that everyone liked the session. Yes, many people were there from the beginning itself. Yes, well and good, people. Thank you so much. If anything is there, you can comment. I will reply to it also. Okay, and tomorrow we will come back again. If I am well, tomorrow we will come back again with the MTP2 discussion at 5:30 itself. Then you can watch the Zero to Hero series and take care of your entire conceptual clarity. It is the first time I'm launching that thing. In the future there will be 2.0, 3.0, just like Endurance series 2.0. Oh yes, it will be there. Okay then, people, you can comment if any query is there, any question you want to have a discussion again, I'll do that. Otherwise, tata, bye bye, take care, study well, make sure that you clear the May 2026 attempt, people. You can do it, believe in yourself. Okay, yes. Bye Burnham, bye bye. Everyone, thank you so much. I hope that none of you are having any other doubts.